Keisha, Key, Jasmine, Jazz, Kiera, Megan, go, Lisa, Ashley, Sierra. Hey dolls, Duchess Braids here and welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing some spring twist in my hair, and y'all know I don't like these styles that take forever. However, I'm starting to look at it a little bit different, y'all. I'm starting to think like, okay, sacrificing one day to wear a hairstyle for a month or even a month and a half is not so bad. So we're going to start off with my middle part. Well, you guys already know I use my middle part as a guide to determine the proportions of my braids, to determine like basically symmetry of my head and what I need to do. So we're going to start off with that, and then we're going to jump right into cutting that in half from side to side. And I like to braid these little top portions out and kind of tuck them in, and so that they're out of my face, out of the way. And even sometimes when you clip them off, it's just not enough. So I really had to just like braid it away and tuck it in, and then I'm jumping right into the braids, y'all. So I go about just parting, and I just pick a spot in the back of my head and I just party from side to side. And I like to use my little mirror. If you guys have a three-way mirror, you can use that. But for me, I like to turn my head to the back and use the mirror. So today we're using Ywigs hair. And of course, they sent me some goodies, y'all. They sent me some clips. We're going to need this crochet needle because we're going to utilize it, a comb, and some edge brushes. Edge brushes are always needed. So this is the hair, you guys. These are the spring twist hair. This is length 24 inches, y'all, but y'all would not be able to tell because once you bend it in half, you get 12 inches on each side, and it's curled up, so it's shrunk. So you guys, if you get the 24 inches, just know that you might have to do some extension, like add in an extra hair along the way to get it to be longer, or you have to break it up. But anyways, we're jumping right in, and I'm using the Pure O gel as my base gel for this style, and I'm not putting in as much as I normally do, y'all, because honestly we don't need that much, and I don't want my whole hair to be coated with this. And so I just put a tad bit all over, and then I comb it through, and then I'm just gonna part as I go. And these parts do not need to be perfect because one, you're doing it on yourself, and two, it just, you can barely see back there, so it will take you all day to even try to make these parts perfect. So these parts back here are a tad big, and as I go along it's gonna get smaller. But what I'm doing is I'm parting it out and I'm braiding just down a tad bit, y'all. I just kind of want to get a slight foundation to braid, to connect the hair, so that when I crochet the hair through that, it just hangs on to it. So what I just did was I stretched the hair. So once you kind of pull the hair apart, then it's so neat and so nicely coiled that when you ruffle it up some and you pull it apart, you can stretch it on either end. This is going to make it longer. So I like to crochet through the braid, and then I braid down just a little bit on top of that braid that I already had. So I used my braid that I made, pre-braid that I made, into one of my braiding legs, and I just braided it with the crochet hair. And then once I get to a certain point, I split my own hair into half, and then I start to use those two braids, now those two pieces now, to twist. So we're going to do this one more time. We stretch the hair first, right, to give it some length. We crochet it through. We're only going to crochet one half of the hair, okay? And then I'm going to use my hair as a third leg. I braid down some. I get to a certain point. Then I want to split my hair in half. Just like that, I split in half, and then I just start twisting. I attach it to the other two braid hair pieces, extension pieces, and I just started twisting. And we're gonna do this a few more times. But this style, you guys, you see my hair is coming out. That's because I need to get my hair wet some way, somehow. But I don't want to spray water on my hair because I don't want to ruin my blowout, because I still need my hair to be intact. So I'm gonna go in with the Goddess Strength leave-in conditioner just to wet the ends of my hair some, so that when I twist it, it doesn't come out of the spring twist hair like that. Okay, this is a very natural, low maintenance style. This is a protective style. However, dang, the Goddess leave-in conditioner wasn't working, so let me jump into a mousse. So I'm using the Mael mousse to see if that helps, and it looks a little better, y'all. The twist is looking better, but for the most part, it's my hair. And I guess you can try doing this style with your hair not fully blown out, but I don't know, if you have hair like mine, it's hard to, once it's dried up curly, like it's a wrap, like you're not going to be able to get through it. And so I do need my hair blown out, but then this style calls for kind of like wet hair so that it, blends in well with the curly pieces, but it still turned out so beautiful. So after I did that first row, I was just like, let me just go through my entire head and just plait it up first. And y'all, I'm just doing a little bit of plaits, y'all, not too far down. I've even felt like I went too far down with these plaits. So if you can make it less plaits than that, like let's length of plaits, I guess, than that, and go ahead and do that, because I do feel like I plaited mine out too far. But this is how my entire head looked after I was done plaiting out. And please put aside a day for this stuff. Y'all might be able to do it quicker than me, but this definitely took a day. And so like I'm gonna tackle this in sections. So I go ahead and I do the same thing. I get those front pieces out the way, I tuck them away, and then I'm just gonna go section by section, row by row to do this style. And once you've done the plaits and you've done the parts and all that stuff, this part is actually a breeze, is just crocheting the hair through and twisting it down. And whenever I get to a part where I feel like it's a little dry, I add some mousse to it and just continue to twist it out. And this is what I'm doing for the rest of the time, guys. So we're gonna fly through this. But if you guys are experiencing you don't know what to do with your hair, like taking a time out one full day and just considering it a self-care day instead of like a chore, the mindset change of this is just, it makes things better. Like if you consider your hair day like a self-care day instead of like a maintenance day, your mindset is in a whole different place. So you wake up, you wash your hair, and you start braiding it. And then you have the whole month of just like putting it up in different styles. I think that's the beauty of these styles, is that one, your hair is protected and put away, but then also like you get to not touch your hair, like really, really touch your hair for like a whole month. And so this is how the style turned out. I'm just cutting the little pieces because it does get a little rough at the end sometimes, but it looks so cute once you wet it and like put some mousse on it. It curls up so nicely. And this style, um chef's kiss, because y'all gonna see all the different, you've seen all the different styles I was able to do. But like I like to put some mousse on the ends just to curl it up some, and then fluff it out. Make sure I cut off all the pieces that were just like struggling, and then I'm gonna go in and lay them edges, because this style just looks better when your edges are laid. Like, let's be for real, you don't have to have all the extra baby hair stuff going on, but when it's laid, it looks much better. So I'm going to go in with the Dew Grow oil, and I'm going to oil my scalp with that. And yeah, this is going to help me like keep my scalp. It was a little dry in the beginning when I first washed it. So I like to like, and this is the thing about this style too, is that you're able to get to your scalp. You're able to put some oil on it so that it doesn't stay dry. But look how cute this style is. This is just so cute. I do have some of my own hair pieces sticking out every now and then, but once it gets wet, it looks great. It looks fine. It looks like a full-on natural style. This look like I took my hair and did this style, y'all. And look at all the different styles I was able to do. And this is not even touching the surface of styles that I'm able to do. So if you guys like this video and you're going to try this style, again, all the hair information will be in the description. This is from Ywigs, and these are their spring twists. Go ahead and click the description box to check that out. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.